Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Scientist Room this evening. And yes, today we're going to explore the marvelous world of the epic Syntronik. Yes, because we'll never get through it. We'll never get through it in one shot. It's just too much going on. And now I can't get on me, what's it, so I can see what's going on. There we go. So, hello, everyone okay, I hope? Yes, it's a marvellous thing, Syntronic, full of the old classics. Which, to be fair, is about as close as we're going to get to being able to play these old brilliants. And so Marcus is here, Spider. Hi, Spider. A brilliant new track, by the way, Spider. Epic stuff. Hi, Sonic. Dean's here as well. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Rightio. So Syntronic is a collection of classic synths. It's kind of preset based, but you do have some control. So for instance, we've got this DCO here, and we can go and adjust certain parameters for the sampling of the waveforms. You can see you've got different filter types you can choose from. I'm not sure how you do this actually, but oh yeah. Can't really. So you do have a lot of tone control, but you can't program completely different sounds from each sampled wave oscillator, if you know what I mean. But they are sampled. All of these are from the actual original instrument. So this is been taken from a DCO. But I do like Syntronic because it has a very warm feeling to it. Let's see, and a gazillion sounds. Oh, I don't know about that, the Aardvark guys, David says. I don't know if I'll rock your socks off, but hopefully you'll enjoy some of the old sounds here. So I mean, there's no kind of, you've got some category searches. So I'm in the ethnic category. Yes, Paul, he's sent you one back, mate. You might need to check it. Very nice. What is amazing about Syntronic are the effects. The effects, you can have up to 5 effects chained, and well, so if we wanted to, we could put any of these effects. Now, unfortunately, these effects are only available in Syntronic, but wouldn't it be incredible if they were all available as AUV3s? That would be absolutely epic. I think it would. So we could put Overscream on that, which gives a really nice... drive sound. Can you find... Well, not Ryan, not really. I haven't done it like that. I mean, no doubt you could go through and find sounds that are similar to sounds that have been used in famous songs, but it's not categorized like that. You know, it's presets. So these are some other effects that are used in this particular patch. These are all based on their T-Rex effects, so that they are like top ball they are. So we can choose different category if we want to, like say I don't know, let's see, can't really see flipping heck the way I've got this angled, but anyway, it doesn't matter. There's no epic bases there, so but you've got like tons and tons of so it's very, and then we could go and have a look at the instrument that it's based on. So it's obviously based on a 2600. And like I said, you do have, the thing is, each instrument will have the same control. It's just at a different interface, a different GUI to suit the instrument it's kind of based on. So that, you know, so that gives you more sense. So for instance, with the if we just choose from the, it's called a Blau, but it's obviously a PPG. If we have a look at this particular patch, for instance, animated filter bell. Can you demo, let's say, open up your door and record a track? No, I don't want to do that tonight. Because that would be bland. I'll tell you why, because watching me record music is boring. As it is for everybody, you know. I have lots of streams though where I am doing that, so. I think it's really nice. See what effects they've got on there, shall we? Well, they've got an auto pan which we can't really hear because the feed, or live streams feed in mono. Got a digital delay, a reverb, a white 2A amp. Yes, Dean, this effects rack is available for every single synth in Syntronik, and also you can just swap out the effects to whatever you want. You don't need to have that 2 amp there. You could put a, I don't know, a phonograph effect in. Let's give it some age. Yes, you have, Melvin. I know you like the actual recordy songs ones, but don't we will be doing recordy songs ones, lots and lots of them. Yes. Oh, I've got a good one for doing in Nano Studio as well at the moment, so I might do that as live stream. It's cool. It's like an industrial thing. That's a cool sound. So yes, Dean, you can swap out any of these effects. I mean, you could even have another, if you wanted to, you could have another phonograph there and have double the crackle, you know what I mean? Or we could go mad and have like 4 tape delays or 5 tape delays. Who knows what it would sound like? Strange, I'm sure. So also here's the Taurus here as well when it loads, based on the Taurus pedals. It's also got a full bore arpeggiator as well. Excuse me, guys. However, what we should also have a look at is the multis. The multis are epic. In the multis, you can set up to 4 instruments at the same time. Hi, Tom. You can set up 4 instruments at the same time, and then you can choose the velocity layering and also where the actual note is. So you can have the high velocity, but you can also have that low note start, high note start, that kind of thing. So if we have a look at some of the actual lots and lots of sound come in. So in this one, for instrument 1, we've got a tuba sequence and then clavin post and then a classic EP. So to do any adjustments on each individual instrument, all you need to do is hit this, and then we could go and have a look at the instrument itself. I just tapping up here. And then, okay, so, that's fine. What's in number B? It's the string box, for instance. And what's in A? It's this. We've got 2 string boxes. We've got a string box in A and a string box in B. And that sound has obviously got an ARP running on this tuba sequence here, if we have a look. So that arpeggiator is running on that tuba sequence. And just need to watch my volume. Hill Street Blues. However, if we wanted to, do you know what? I'm dying here. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Excuse me. Back again with a cleared throat. Jeez. Right. If we wanted to clear that, change that EP out, all we need to do is select it and then go and say change it to, let's see, we could change it to one of the instruments in here, like a blow horn. So now we've got the blow horn there. And then we've also got a little mixer. So a mixer and a pan and a master for each instrument we select. So we're not kind of limited. And then each of these instruments, of course, has their own effects. So these are the effects for the different instruments, though, like that. It's pretty. What you can do is pretty. You're unlimited, really, because the amount of combinations. You just set your what's it? 1 2 1 2. So you have got a massive, huge amount of control over anything that you want to do. That's a default. It won't let you override the default right, because otherwise you get yourself into a right mess. Because you're going to have to, clear out, because it's always in performance mode sort of thing. So there's some of these sounds are absolutely fantastic. They really are. And some of them only use 2. And you see both of these, this glisten and this full saw variable goes over the whole range. You have to give the actual You have to watch it not sort of clipping everywhere, sort of thing sometimes. How cool does that sound? I really like that sound. I think it's really cool. So if you haven't explored Syntronik, I think it's well worth it. If you're looking for the thing with Syntronik is it absolutely is based. It's you're not your modern kind of synthesis sort of thing. For instance, let's just for instance, just for a sec, let's go back to our default backup or default, which is again exactly the same as the default. So this is what it opens up as it defaults to. So. But we can look at what they've included there. So we've got this. We've got the 19, and they're all based on the famous counterparts. So this is an evolving FM pad with a story. Well, scrolling down, it's just deselected, so we've got everything. We've got a Galaxy, which is the oh no, what is it called now? Oh, I can't remember. You'll get the idea if you see it. It's you know, what was it? Is it Elisa's or thingy? This has got another one of my absolutely like much loved lead sounds. Not this particular patch. If we look at the, I'll find it in a sec. I think it's in one of the O-bands. But look what you get. You get the 2000. You get a J60. You get the J8, which is like the Jupiter 8. Andromeda. That's it. The Andromeda. All sampled from a proper Andromeda synth, but like genuine hardware synth. We've got an M Poly here. Memory Moog. Do you remember the old classic Memory Moog? If I just do this and then do that, we'll get some to so. And then we can go and mess with the actual settings. But we've only got like filter types, and we've got a bit of the old filter envelope, amplitude envelope. We've got some LFO controls. So you can't actually start changing the oscillators around and stuff like that. So I think IK do put it on sale every now and then, yeah. So it's you're looking for your classic synthesizer sounds, you know. You could make some game show stuff with it, you know. I mean, all this stuff works. Like, for instance, if we mess with the amp, and it works really well. Oh, that's meaty. Isn't it? I like that. I like that a lot. See, now are you coming on with your H9 videos, man? I'm freaking out here. I'm seriously want to see some of your H9 videos. It is, and it's Spider's nice. And what I also like is they've mapped the modulation to the vibrato for everything. You know, like some synths map it to the cutoff, and then you've got to go and mess around with it to get it back to vibrato. Oh, have you, mate? Armadillo, I'll watch that later. That's lovely. That's, oh gosh, that was very American. Very American cop showish from the 70s. So like I said, you know, you get loads and loads of presets for each one, and you do get a considerable amount of control over over your envelopes and your cutoff and your filter types. What we got here, we have a mini mod, which is, you know, like mini moog. Yeah, it makes life easier, doesn't it, Dean? Having it to Bluetooth, and doesn't it just connect? Does it just works? It just works, which is lovely. Has been so see, so it will go. It does go on sale. That is meaty, man. Excellent. Oh, prog. Prog, God's lead. Of course, you can apply an arpeggiator. See, also as well, a lot of these original instruments. Oh, I think, see, Dean, you'd like this, you see. This is the modulum, right? This is it's a drum synth. Excuse me, it's a drum synth for making your own drum sounds. So you can really nicely dial in like really nice. Well, you can't really hear that, but kick drums and stuff. And then if you go to your arpeggiator and switch that on. Sorry. You've got your, but there's tons of different arpeggiators that will obviously. Hey, there you go, Marcus. If you use it every day, you must like it. But I like the modulum's cool because you can then shape your own drums to suit, like you did on the in the old days, you know, where all your sounds were, and you've got all these kind of different sounds. So there's some kit mapping here. Let's find it there. So they've mapped stuff over the what's it? So that's pretty cool stuff there that you can do with the modulum. The modulum. So what we got here now? Oh yeah, and then there's noir, which is also kind of famous, I think. Oh, you can do a lot more with the drum synth, Spider. You know, if you kind of like on its own, it kind of sounds bit boring. But if you get the idea of what you could do if you start to program it in. This looks like is it a Prodigy? Let's guess the synth. I think it's a Prodigy. Oh yeah, and it's an AUV3 as well, Syntronik, which is pretty cool bananas. I was quite surprised actually. That's got a really nice reverb on it. It's got a really nice. I think it's got a really nice spring reverb. Where is it? Here it is. Load that drum synth into AUM. Well, yes. Well, affect it. Well, yes, as an AUV3, so you could load 3 or 4. Oh, let's see what happens if we. You can really hear the spring. No, I wouldn't say this. Nothing like gadgets. You can full on record stuff in gadget. This is. It's more like a sound module. More like something you like. It's like a standalone synth sort of thing that you can use. It's an AUV3. So you can use as many of these as you like, as long as your thing will hold it. I'm pretty sure it's not too juicy on the old juice, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I like the effects are lovely. It's lovely. So let's see. Then we've got the OBXA. Now I think it's in this that one of my. I love this lead sound if I can find it. Let me just clean that and do this and see if I can find this sound. Analog saturation wah lead. This lead sound is just epic. Anyone who doesn't love this lead sound is, well, probably he's not still living in the 80s. But anyway, however, I love this sound so much. I've used this sound in quite a few of the old Doug and Colin albums, and it goes a little bit like this. isn't an epic sound. But you see, the OBX is the Oberheims. Very lovely and distinctive synths, you know, but very expensive and all. Lovely. Lovely. See, to me, it doesn't sound, it sounds very, very authentic. I mean, okay, you know, it's it's not possible to get it to sound exactly like it, but they are the masters of sampling. You're right, Marcus, and they are the masters of effects. You know, if you recorded that and said, you know, it's an analog synth, it would be very difficult to say, well, no, it's not, because they've got this other special thing built into this as well. It's like this drift thing that kind of almost imperceptibly detunes the synth while you're playing it very slightly here and there, to mimic actual oscillator detune of the original synths. So they really do put a lot into their work. Dangerous notch. Oh, my ears. What does that remind you of? Awesome. Awesome. So, see, particular sound like that. Let's go and have a look at the actual patch thing they've got going on here. And I think it would be nice if we swapped out some of this. Oh, let's see. Is that off or on? I can't, do you know what? For the life of me, I can't, it's off, that's why. Yeah, that like distortion, it's sweet. Cool beans. Oh, beans. Glam rock star. Okie dokie. Hello, Joe. All right. Can I do pie tomorrow? Of course you can, darling. Can you tell me why when you output oh, that's weird. I've outputted loads of projects from GarageBand and they've sounded absolutely fine. So I really don't know. To be honest with you, Sergey, I don't use GarageBand that much, like as a proper thing all the time. But I have done, and I've outputted stuff, and it sounds great. I don't know what. You might need to check your export options. Your bit rates and stuff. Dear. Right, okay, so enough of that now. Oh, guitar like distortion, Lee. Oh, heroic. They all, you see, the names are very engaging, aren't they? Yeah, well, let's listen to one more on this. There's a sound for you. Love that kind of progressive rock solo sound. Lord of the Sweeps. Pete Johns also makes really great GarageBand videos. Oh, God, slated the other day for calling it a garage band. He said, "You're English, man." It's garage. Joe? Could I have a drink, please? Awesome. Glenn, I don't know enough about Jessamine. I did a tutorial on Jessamine ages and ages ago, but I don't know enough to do it. And I've got a list, I'm not kidding, of videos to do. So when I get round to it, I probably will. Oh, thanks, darling. You're all right. Yeah. Thank you. I like that sound, but it needs less. needs less release. Is that the amp envelope? Oh, here we go. Love that. That's killer. That is loads and loads in the old OBX. So, you look, it's a Polymoog. Classic. What have they done for the Polymoog? That's epic stuff. So that's just based on, obviously, and sampled from a Polymoog. Audio. No thanks, Chris. Orderless 3. I did a video about Orderless. I'm not a programmer, Chris. I'm just not. It doesn't interest me really, deep dive programming. It do me head in. I like to play. I leave the programming to the experts. But I did do an Orderless video live stream a few months ago. Probably was a few months ago. And that was, I think I called it something like, this is not, I was very specific. I says, this is not a tutorial. It's a celebration of genius. Oh, brilliant. Oh, thanks, darling.
Okay.
Thanks. For some weird reason, I thought you'd already brought me drink up.
No, I came up and got your glass, didn't I?
Oh, right. Well, that'd be it then.
Fool.
I'm stupid. It's very Vangelisy. Yeah, I do remember Emu. It is mad science. It is crazy stuff, Chris. You're right. I do like Chestnut though as well, but I can't be doing Orderless to freak me right out. It'd take me half an hour. I'd do this, right? Let's do this program. You know how to do this, guys. So I'd be doing all this fiddly stuff with all this on here. And then I'd be like going, no, listen, after half an hour, I've managed to get the thing to go blip, blip, blop, blip, blip, blop. And I'd be really happy. You know, just, I can't deal with it sort of thing. You know what I mean? The actual amount of, I mean, thank God people can, of course. Thank God we have the programmers. But I can't, the amount of time to get the sound in there and for what I get out, it's like I'm thinking, well, do you know what? I mean, seriously, I've just spent an hour and a half making the machine go blip. So that's a little bit hot. And we can see this with what's hot? Syntronik CS, is that the there used to be a free one. One of them's or it's a cheaper one with a what? Yeah, it does. You're right, Stan. You can just download a load of presets. There's tons and tons of them. That's classic brass, isn't it? Brassy and stringy. our keyboard player used to have a Polymoog, weighed a blinking ton and all, and a CS80 that weighed a ton. 4 people to move it, hour and a half for it to tune up. Waste of time. I do like a good brass sound, me. But I think it's down to level 42, you know, doing all that brass stuff. Anyway, let's see. Ooh, a breathing organ. See, do you know what? It's like so many sounds are so usable. And I listen to these sounds. I don't know about you guys when you're playing with the synths and stuff. I listen to these sounds and think, God, you know what? I know where I could use that. And then, of course, you get around to using some other stuff on it, and, you know, the usual thing. You only get 7 instruments, but I'm sure you can expand. I'm sure you can expand. So that's the Polymoogie one. Full bright brass. See, at this point, I'd be going in there banging a few effects on, you know, definitely distorting that sound up a little bit, or making it a bit brighter. I mean, you've got every effect under the sun, and they're flagship effects. So, Ghost Choir, this should be interesting. Yes, it is. Do you know, that reminds me of a VC3, is it the Roland vocoder? I can't remember what it's called now. The 330 or something like that. It might have some. That's actually similar, isn't it, to the Vox Humana? But yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Gary, you can use that sound a lot. It's this talking choir. Lots of nice sounds in there. Zeus pad. Oh, they are. Vox Humana for the polymorph. There you go. I think if you're recording music, and especially of a particular age and era, kind of 80s synthwave stuff, which is massive dark wave, synthwave, all the rest of it, all that kind of thing, all the brilliant stuff, you know, that's making a comeback now. Stuff like this, Synthmaster Player, all that kind of stuff that gives you a ton of preset control, I think is well worth the effort, you know what I mean? Plus you can pick and choose. So moving along, we have the Prophet. Yes. I think this is the Pro 5. I think that Sigabor, yeah, you're right. That happened to a lot of people. I think because there's so much stuff, and because they expect they're going to upgrade and get some sort of super, like, I don't know, you know, like, but the sounds are kind of your raw, what you would have, you know, and you've got so much shaping possibility with the controller, with the envelopes, filters, oscillators, that can't, not oscillators, but the filters and the envelopes and the stuff like that, you know, and then all the effects. That's a smashing sound, and it's like a very not dissimilar to. You know, Steve Winwood. Ark of a Diver. What an album that was, since he played it all himself. I'm watching this feed on I think it's a 2011 Mac Mini. I think it's a 2011, which was kindly donated to me by someone who wishes to remain anonymous, but is here often, which I use every day now. This lovely jab listener. So that's the Pro V. I mean, you know, we couldn't possibly go. I think we'll have to do another Syntronik. Then you have the well, it's obviously it's called a Sam, but it's the let's do this. It's the based on the what's it's the Oberheims. We can like. Oh yeah, Hazard. I haven't seen him around lately. I'll have to give him an email or something. Epic. See, what you'll notice as well is on each of these interfaces, it's exactly the same controls. You don't get other controls, but what they've cleverly done, instead of just having a bunch of presets and a standard GUI for you to just adjust the envelope for the filter or the amp envelope or the LFOs or the filters, you get a load of different filter types as well, which is very nice. You get like all this nice. So it's very cool. Syntronik V Synth Master, which do you prefer more? Oh, I don't know. I like them both. I do. I did my Synth Master player video this morning for a bit as well. So I think they're equally as good. Do you know, it's difficult for me to say because I love most of the apps and I hate doing I hate comparing stuff. I just hate it. Afternoon all slipping for the last 15 minutes. Oh, Paul Music Man's here. Hello, boy. Hello, Paul. How many apps have you released this week, mate? He knows I'm kidding. Right. Oh, this is a nice one. So we have the, well, it's called the SH3, but it's well, you can kind of see. Very nice. SH101. Has anyone seen how many of these you can run in? It would, Rob. How many has anyone seen how many of these you can run in an AUV3 setup? It honestly just depends on your system, on your iPad. How many you can run of any AUV3. The real convenience of AUV3 is state saving and stuff like that, and just going right back to where it was when it's before you started. But I'm gonna have to go soon, guys. So we'll maybe do the second half. Here's another one. Cool stuff. You've got the actual. Let me just clean them out. The VCS as well. So these are what's nice about this, with it being sampled from an original unit, like the actual hardware. So you've got so that's pretty good, isn't it? 4 instances running in AUV3. I think I've had quite a few instances running when I've done videos of it running in that in the past, but it's easier for me to see the what's it as well. What's nice about this the IVCS3 module is the fact that it is sampled from a genuine a VCS3. You can actually play it really well. It makes it harder to play the original. I need to make it poly. Oh, sampler drum machines, excellent. Like that sound as well. But like I said, we've also got we haven't done the V80, the TO3, the string box, which is lovely. Syntronik deserves another video, I think, at some point soon to run through it. As do they all. I need to go. Only dogs can hear me now. Right, okay. Guys, thank you very much for watching. We've done an hour again. I sometimes think I'll only do half an hour. It'll get boring after that. But then, I think... I can't tell. I've got iPad OS running. And a bug preventing me from hitting more than one. Oh, dear. Right, yes, tomorrow night is music night, and tomorrow night is an hour later than usual at 9 o'clock, because that's the best time that Colin can make it. So that's absolutely cool beans. And we are doing the radio album. Yes, the radio album, which features Joe. Joe's done some tracks on the radio album as well. She did some. Well, it's cool. It's like a radio show. The whole album is designed to be like you're listening to a radio show sort of thing. So hopefully you'll enjoy that if you pop along. Thank you, Music Crafter. Muse Crafter, sorry. Stan, Paul, musician. That was Paul for joining late as usual. Thank Tom, Ross, Marcus. For Dean, who joined earlier, Spider. Thank you very much, guys. And bless you all for joining me this evening. It's been a blast. I do love playing with the synth. I was saying today when I was doing the actual... Synthmaster video, I miss doing just, we do a lot of these sessions, but sometimes it's just nice to have a blast with the actual synth itself. Like I want to have a look at Thor better, I haven't played with that for ages and stuff like that, or all that kind of stuff. Anyway, thank you, Peter, thank you very much. And night everybody. I'll see you all very shortly. Ta-ta.